My name is Nicole Hankins, and I'm Senior Vice President of Operations. And for me, WAF is so important. I've chaired it for the last 6 years now with the help of an amazing forum and lots of senior support. We want folks to know that we're here. It's an email away, it's a website away, it's a forum call. There's so many different things that we have available for folks to make that same kind of journey. And I think I'm living proof that it can happen, that anyone can do whatever they set their mind to. And we're here to help you do it.
I've got involved with WAF actually at the request of one of our senior managers here in the tri-state region. She reached out to me, said that Nicole and the WAF were thinking about actually introducing a chapter here in the tri-state area, and she actually asked me, well, in her words, she volunteered me for the role, and I've heard about WAF. I know, the great work that they do, and of course I could not pass up the opportunity to be a part of the chapter as a lead, actually, a co-lead.
The Women's Advisory Forum has been a really important part of what we do here in Atlanta. We have a lot of young female managers that were new to parking and weren't sure, they weren't committed to parking yet, or ultimately what it was that they wanted to do. And over the past year, their participation has really helped them mature and grow and really make parking a future career for them, which has been great for us in this growing market that we have here.
I started as a valet attendant, and now I'm a senior manager. For me to be that example, to show them, look, I started from the bottom. I was right there, pulling elevator doors, doing lifts with the guys, getting dirty, parking their cars and all of that. And if I did it, and now I'm a senior manager, and I oversee over 10 garages and hotels, you guys could too.
The perspective that we bring in a male-dominated field is just amazing. The same way that you view the street, I will see it a little bit different, and that nurturing part of it too. So you get the feel of both worlds,
Through my career, the obstacles that I've actually had to challenge, which has not been recently, but I've always been more so in career fields that are more dominant for men. That's what the society says. So just getting through that hurdle and seeing more and more women become involved in various careers, just continue to work for it, be persistent, and sure though, we can achieve the same goals.
There's still a lot of perception out there that we are this woman-only organization, and it's all about women, and that's all there is. We're not just trying to inject any woman into your operation. We want the most qualified person, right? And if that person just happens to be a woman, great. But I think a lot of people out there still don't get it. And for me, I think that's why I enjoy having those conversations, because I'm like, it's a different perspective.
I think that the value of the Women's Advisory Forum is that we really bring diversity and to the forefront. And even though it's called the Women's Advisory Forum, I think it's really an opportunity for us to talk about how, as a company, we value the fact that each of us is different and we bring different things to the table, which brings a lot of value to the company and to our clients.
I think something that's within a company like your advisory board is fantastic, because it's just a place where you can express your own ideas, where you have the support of other women, where your mission is just to advance one another and take what's unique to being a woman in the industry, and knowing that you can maybe grow from that and you can just rely on one another. That's where you have success.
I like to think of being a leader, not a boss. So seeing and helping and coaching, and then when you see your staff being promoted and doing great things as well, that's how I feel successful.
I think the funny thing about success is that it never really looks like how you think it's going to. You have a plan in your head about where you're going to go in life and how, you're going to do this and that, and the way it may visualize in your mind is not typically how it ends up being. I didn't think I was going to be a person that was going to be working in parking.
Parking, it's not just for men. Parking industry has grown and we could show the world that it doesn't matter. As long as we're willing to learn, we could do anything.
I've really always felt that, to me it doesn't matter. If it's a male in that position, a female in that position, it's more about the quality of work that they can perform and the leadership. So they both have their benefits.
The problem we have is we don't have many women in the workforce, and where we have them, they don't really have a lot of engagement with other women. Bringing all the women together in this advisory forum, not only with other women, but with other people at key positions in the company, helps create a sounding board, helps people gain knowledge and help them with their career aspirations.
For me, it's wonderful to be able to help and be involved with this group, that I'm able to provide them with tools and be able to set them up with events in their area and to provide them with tools to help them advance their careers.
The networking that this has opened for me has been astonishing, because I have used the different channels of every woman that I have met to put into practice into parking. And I've been able to, same processes, do it differently, and then speak to my VP. And it's just been amazing in the workforce, amazing.
When I hear that it's difficult in the industry to fill positions with women, I think that the industry should take pointers from SP+. They've done a lot of self-reflecting in the fact that they started the Women's Advisory Forum. They invest in their young leaders, such as the WAF mentor program, such as giving feedback. So every month they'll send an email, how's this going with your mentor? What are some things that you would like to focus on next? And I think that's important when you want to grow, or when you realize, hey, we're not filling these positions. Let's take a look at what we can do. We have talented people here. How can we help them?
So best advice I can give a woman that's starting in the industry is don't give up, because just like they got to that position, you can get to that position and surpass them. It's just hard work, dedication, and you continue to push forward.
I'm a firm believer that you are not promoted because you're a male or you're female. And I think that, if we can just relay that message that it really doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you can do the job, you're going to get the job and you're going to elevate.
I was told as a child I could do whatever I wanted. The sky was the limit. And you jump into this amazing corporation and you think, can I really do it? It's a self-doubt. And someone pulled me aside and said, Nicole, you can do whatever you want to do. And at that moment in the time, you kind of self-reflect and you think, I can. I moved my family across the country because I believe in what SP Plus does. I believe in what WAF does. There's a lot of parking companies out there, but the difference between SP Plus and the other companies is we have programs like WAF. And for me to move 2 young children and a husband out to the East Coast is a big deal. But that's how much I believe in what we're doing and the initiatives that we're moving forward with. It really defines us and our competition.